So if you're sitting on the ground, cross legs, hands can just rest effortlessly on the thighs or the knees. And I'd like to invite you to gently draw your eyes closed for our beginning of practice together. And we'll take the next couple of moments to allow ourselves to arrive and establish our theme for today. So take a moment and really grant yourself permission to be here now. So you made it, you arrived, you showed up for yourself. So really give yourself the opportunity to fully be here, to be present, to truly be with your practice for the time that we are together. So take a couple big breaths and simply feel your inhales and exhales. Allow your mind to begin to soften and settle into this moment, letting everything else begin to fade away to the background of your mind. The theme that I would like to present to you, possibly for practice this evening, possibly just for this moment, or maybe it becomes a theme for your week this week, is the question, how present am I in my life? So if you were to ask yourself, how present am I in my life? What kind of answer kind of comes up for you? Now, when we explore the idea of presence, this can hit on numerous topics. It can hit on how present am I in my day-to-day in the sense of, do I seem to run on autopilot? Do I kind of just go through the motions? Or am I consciously making decisions every step of the way? Am I truly present when I converse, when I am with other people? Am I truly with them in the sense that rather than just waiting for a chance to respond and kind of racquetball back and forth in a conversation, am I truly hearing them for what they say? How present am I with my thoughts? Do I choose what I think and what I say purposefully? Or do I, again, kind of just run on autopilot from the networks that have already been established in the mind? Do I just kind of knee-jerk reaction with what I think, with how I react in the world? So presence can mean many, many things, but how present are you in your day-to-day? From moment to moment in your life, from week to week, from month to month, how present are you? When we practice together in the shamatha meditation, we are essentially practicing presence. When we practice almost in a secluded environment, we can really learn to be with ourselves. We can learn how to become conscious, or in other words, become aware of the thoughts that we are thinking, and possibly even the reactions that we have to those thoughts. So when we do take ourselves out of this little bubble of meditation and into the real world, we can become a bit more conscious, a bit more present. And then rather than running on autopilot or the networks that have already been established within our mind from conditioning, from growing up, we can be present and choose the people that we want to be in the world, the person that you want to present yourself every day. So take a couple moments, maybe mull upon how you can possibly be more present, or maybe you simply watch yourself throughout the week or even practice tonight and notice how present are you. There's no right or wrong, it's just becoming aware and noticing. That's all our practice is becoming aware and deciding what to do from there. So on that note, let's practice presence with our shamatha meditation. So if you're not cross-legged already, gently cross those ankles. If that feels all right for you, hands face down on the knees, and I'll start our timer for us. If your eyes are still closed, gently peel them on open and find somewhere to look on the ground about 3 to 6 feet ahead of you, so much so that the eyes are about halfway open. Gently draw your awareness inwards, bringing your mind's eye all the way to the legs and the feet. Can you relax your legs, softening the knees, allowing the legs to just kind of fall towards the ground beneath you? And soften your hips, allowing them to sink down towards whatever you are sitting on. Allow the lower half of your body to get heavy and simply rest. Begin to lift up every vertebra one at a time, stacking them till you're sitting up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders down your back body. Soften the elbows, the arms, and let the hands just gently rest on the legs. Soften the space around your heart, the chest, and relax your belly. Allow it to gently kind of fall forward, away from the spine. Continue to lift up through the neck, lifting through the back, the sides, and the front, so the chin's about parallel with the ground beneath you. Continue to feel that lifting sensation through the crown of your head, so the head is light, lifted. And then begin to relax the forehead, soften the eyebrows. Relax your eyes, softening the gaze. So rather than staring at one point in particular, try to open the eyes, if you will. Soften your focus and just let the visual field enter through the eyes. Relax the cheekbones and the jaw. Soften your lips and your teeth. Relax the back of your head and your ears. Gently begin to connect with the feeling of your breath. Maybe you notice the gentle whisper of air brushing across the upper lip line as you breathe in and out through the nostrils. Maybe you take a couple moments to simply feel that sensation. Maybe you begin to follow the breath inwards, now feeling the sensation of the breath within the nose. Notice how it feels to breathe in the nostrils. With every inhale and exhale, air rushes in and out. Continuing to follow the breath inwards, can you feel a potential brush of air against the back of the throat as you continue to breathe effortlessly? Again, just notice if some sensations don't come up for you, that's okay. Go back to where you can feel the breath. Gently lower the awareness to the chest, the heart space. On the inhales, can you feel the chest lift up and expand? On the exhales, the chest softens and lowers. Stay with this wave-like motion for a couple rounds of breath here. And finally, lower your awareness towards the rib cage or the belly. Can you feel the inhales expand not only the front body, but the back around the belly? And the exhales soften the core of your body. Taking a couple big breaths here and notice the feeling of the inhales and the exhales within. And as you continue to feel the breath, you may notice all these regions, you might notice some, you might notice different regions in the body that light up when you feel the breath. Notice where you feel the breath for yourself and just let yourself feel it. Our practice is that of presence. In the present moment, we are breathing. We are in the midst of an inhale, possibly an exhale. It's a present moment activity. So as you're here, linking your mind to feeling the activity of breathing, over time the mind will naturally wander, taking you to the future, to the past, to imaginary scenarios. That's called thinking. If your mind begins to think, but you stay focused on the inhales and the exhales, feeling the breadth of every inhale and exhale, then you're going to stay as you are. Those thoughts, we're just going to let be. Almost like neighbors just murmuring across the road. You can hear them, but you can't make out what they are. Let those ones be. However, if that neighbor crosses the road, knocks on your door, and completely takes your focus away from breathing, and now you're in depth in another conversation, those thoughts, the ones that become prominent and take you away from feeling the breath, we're simply going to label those ones thinking and then return to feeling the breath. That is the practice. That is meditation. It's becoming aware. We're practicing turning our mind back to the breath when we notice distractions occurring. So take the next couple of moments. Feel the entirety of every inhale and exhale in your body. Practice the technique when you do notice the mind thinking. Simply bring it on back to your breath. Be gentle with yourself. Practice compassion. And again, this is just practice. Take the next couple moments for yourself. Gently draw your practice to a close. Maybe you add some gentle movements in the body or close the eyes. Just find what feels good. And we'll eventually meet up with the palms touching at heart center and the eyes drawn closed. Take a couple of moments to consciously observe how you feel right now. Bring your awareness to your mind. What word describes the state of your mind in this moment? Gently draw your awareness towards your body. What word describes the state of your body? And gently tune into your emotional well-being. What emotion do you feel right now? And simply notice, observe, let it be as it is. And give yourself a big ol' smile. Truly thank yourself for showing up here this evening, for taking the time to simply be, to be with yourself in this present moment. That is the best gift you can give yourself. And thank you so very much for sharing your beautiful energy and practice with me here today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.